Hi, welcome back. This lesson focuses on solving a system of linear equations using the graphing calculator. So when you switch on your graphing calculator from your home screen, you have two parts to this. It's either documents or the scratchpad. I would suggest stay on your scratchpad and don't keep opening new documents. Otherwise, you'll have way too documents open, and then you'll have to go looking in each document where your calculations are, or you might have to delete the documents because there are only 99 documents you can open, okay? Unless you want to save your calculations, don't be on documents, okay? So be on your scratchpad. So we can also access our scratchpad using this toggle key here, right? So you can see the red going on over here, right? So that goes between the scratchpad graph and the scratchpad calculator, and you can just use this toggle key here, okay? So now I want to get to solve two equations, and I can either use the graph here, right, and enter the graph over here, and then a second graph as well, but that's not what I want to do today. I just want to use algebra, right? And I want to get the graph to just, the calculator to just use numerical calculations and get me an answer and not do any graphing. So you go to the menu button, okay? So the menu button is over here, highlighted in red right now, and then go to algebra, and then go to solve system of linear equations. When you do that, it'll ask you how many equations, okay? We're just going to do two equations with two variables, x and y. So if that's 2, keep it at 2. And if this is just x and y, just leave it at x and y. If not, you can adjust the number here, right? Or you can also adjust the number using this arrow key here, right? And so I'm just going to have 2. And if there's nothing over here, use this key here, the x over here. I hope you can see my cursor hovering around x and y. So use your cursor, therefore, typing in x comma y. And then just press enter. And you should get this on your scratchpad calculator screen. Linear solve with 2 dotted blocks. And in those blocks, you're going to enter your equations. So my first equation is just 3x plus 4y equals negative 11. Now this is in the standard form. You don't have to change it into the y is equal to mx plus b form or in the slope-intercept form. You can type it in any form you want, right? Let's say the second equation is already in the slope-intercept form. You don't have to arrange that either because the calculator can do the rest of it. Now, my slope is a fraction, so I'm going to do control division to get my fraction template. And then I'm going to write 3 over 2, and then x, and plus 13. Right? And then just press enter. Now, as you can see, one equation is in the standard form, the other equation is in the slope-intercept form, and it really doesn't matter because all the calculator wants is 2 equations typed in correctly. Doesn't matter in what form, right? And then just press enter. And that's your solution. That means x is negative 7 and y is 5 over 2. Right? It's easy peasy. It's just that simple. Now let's say you made a careless error, right? Now let's say, oh, oops, I don't think that should have been plus 13. I think that should have been minus 13 over there. Okay, you don't have to go back and retype everything. Use the up arrow key. The answer gets highlighted. Use the up arrow key one more time. The equation gets highlighted. Just press enter, and then it's right there. And then you can say, no, I think I meant to type minus 13. And then you can just change it right there and then press enter. And now you get a different solution. Okay, so if you make any errors, you don't have to go back into menu and then back into algebra and then back into solving systems of linear equations. You just highlight and press enter, okay? Right. I hope that was helpful. You can also solve the same system of equation using graphing, but that's not our focus today. Now, why am I teaching you this? You will not be doing this on a test, or rather your calculator may not be allowed on a test, but it's really good for you to check your answers if you want to see whether you've done your questions correctly and you want to have a quick check and you don't have the correct answers to check, right? Right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.